Hi everybody, it's Natasha from A Mind Apart. Welcome to today's live adult session. I'm aiming today to go live on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, so you'll have to give me a second while I make sure that all of those things are set up. Okay. Hi everybody, it's Natasha from A Mind Apart. I am aiming to go live on both YouTube, Facebook and Instagram all at the same time. So let me set up while you guys come and join us. Okay guys, we are now live on Facebook, YouTube and Instagram all at the same time. I'm aiming for maximum accessibility. I want this to be available, to be free to as many people as possible. So I'm hoping to do that. I apologise in advance if I'm kind of looking between all three screens. It's a bit of a challenge, but I will do my best. So I'm Tasha, this is A Mind Apart, and today we are doing a live adult session. Live on Facebook, this one, on YouTube, this one, and on Instagram. And I am hoping that as many people as possible can join us today to take part, to be creative, to generally just get their bodies moving in this strange and weird time. You'll see from the description box below and everything that's kind of attached to that, the reason we are doing this is because in 3 weeks' time, I think it's more like 4, on the 4th of August, we are launching a voice course, an online voice course. You will join that course and you get loads of different resources, but you'll also join a group working together towards supporting the voice. You'll see a few weeks back, I did a voice session like this. And they're the sort of things that I'm going to be doing, as well as some of the stuff that I'm doing in this. Today is Status and Power. I am A Mind Apart. I am Tasha. This is A Mind Apart. Let's get started. So, the first thing we do at every A Mind Apart session, on every course that you attend, in every class that you come to, no matter it be online or whether it is in person, we always start off with a check-in. So today, your check-in, you're going to say your name, and I want you to tell me, oh, we've got a view, nice to see you. I want you to tell me where you feel most powerful in your life. So your check-in, the thing that you're going to tell me is where you feel most powerful, most confident in your life. And if you know that, I'd like you to comment below where you feel most powerful, and any of the things, comment on it so that I know that you're joining in with us today. Oh, wave to Emma, she's joined us. And I'd like you to comment below. So your name and where you feel most confident, most powerful. So my name's Tasha, and I think generally speaking, I feel most confident and powerful when I'm teaching. This is kind of like my most, hi Tash, version of myself. I think if anybody met me in person, sometimes I'm a bit, tired. And other times I'm kind of all different things. So I think I feel the most confident and powerful when I'm teaching. I'm having to work really hard on having that same confidence online because I do think it's a bit more difficult. And maybe that's something we could work on in our voice class, how to have that same confidence in our voice when we're online. That voice class is happening on the 4th of August and you have to sign up for it. All the details are below. So welcome everybody. We've checked in. Today is Status and Power. I'd like to get some endorphins moving today. We've done a lot of stretching. Oh, Emma is most confident and powerful when caring and nurturing. Yeah, I think that's quite similar to me, actually. Oh, hi, Carl. Hi, Lizzie. Nice to see you. Hi, Jodie. I think that's quite similar. So we are going to warm up our bodies. In every session, we start off with a check-in. We then warm up our bodies. Let's warm up our bodies. We've done a lot of stretching. So today, let's get some moving, let's get some blood pumping, and let's get some endorphins pumping to see if maybe that helps us feel a bit more powerful. Okay, so what I want us to do is I would like you to take your hands into a fist, and I would like you to start giving your chest and your rub a nice little bang. Not too hard, I don't want you to hurt yourself, but generally just giving yourself a bit of a wake up. If you find that this is too harsh, you can do And it's just giving yourself a general wake up and get the blood pumping, especially in your stomach and your diaphragm area, in your chest, feeling a bit Tarzan-y area, in your arms, just waking all of those areas up, down your legs, give them a good slap. Let's really wake them up, because for me, I don't know about you, but I've been sitting at a desk all day, and I've been sitting down, and I'm really wanting to wake up these legs, on your hips, on your stomach, down the bottom of your legs, on your calf, on your hands, on your arms, on your face, gently, of course, the back of your neck, just generally, give yourself, get some blood pumping and moving. I always feel like one of those Australians that are doing the chants that are trying to, incite kind of confidence in themselves, but also scare other people when I'm doing this. Okay, good. Keep going. Really make sure you've got all your ribs and all your areas under your arms, just really waking up and getting all that blood pumping. I know it's weird at 7 o'clock at night, but I think we definitely need it. Okay, good. The next thing we're going to do, give my hands a bit of a shake out, is we're just going to walk on the spot. So it's going to feel a bit strange, but later on it'll make sense. So we're going to walk on the spot like this. And I just want you to start off walking at your normal pace, whatever it is that you normally walk down the street, on the spot, and just generally walking at your normal pace. So this is number 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up to 10. And at 10, we're going to be running on the spot. And let's see if all the phones and devices I've got set up stay stood up when I'm doing that. But we're going to be running at 10. So 1 is just generally walking, and 10 is running on the spot. All right? So we're just going to go up a little bit further, a little bit faster, so we're running on the spot. This is 1, 2, 3, a little bit faster, 4, 5, we're halfway to running, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're running on the spot. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Just back to your normal pace. I really want you to think about this as a way to each increment, each number, you're building up something, a small amount, a little bit at a time, little bit faster every time. Once you get good at this, what you start to do is really feel the difference between the numbers and start to recognize the numbers. It might not seem important now, but we're going to use it later on in the session. Okay, so we're at 1. We're just walking at our normal pace on the spot at 1. Anyone that's just joined us, we're just warming up our bodies. We're just walking on the spot. Okay, 1, 2, a little bit faster, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is halfway, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're running. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. The hang of that, I'm going to play with it a little bit. So at 1, you're just walking at your normal pace. At 5, you're kind of half running, a bit like you would do for the bus. And then at 10, you're running on the spot. All right? Just remember that. 1, 5, 10, 5, 1, 10, 5, 1, 10, 5, 1. Good. And just take a nice big deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good. I'm hoping that your blood's pumping a little bit. Maybe your heart rate's a bit increased. That's kind of what we want. we're going to carry on with our breathing exercises from this. Each week I've been building up the breathing exercise. So if you want to see kind of week 1, check out my relaxation session and you can see week 1. I'm not going to make it difficult for everyone. If you're just joining us today, lovely to see you all. You can start now, that's fine. But if you're wanting to add it on, you can do that through watching the previous lives. So for everyone that's just joined us or for anyone that needs a refresher, we're going to breathe into our diaphragm and out, allowing our stomach to blow up like a balloon and then deflate. All right? We're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold for 4. And when we're holding, we're tensing all our muscles, tensing all of our stomach, our intercostal muscles, and that's how we strengthen it. We're going to tense. We're going to hold that for 4, and then we're going to breathe out for 8. So much slower than what we breathed in. Tense. That's how we get the muscles nice and strong, and breathe out for 8. Ready? In through the nose. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, tense, 2, 3, 4, and breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let's do it once more. I'm going to do it with you, and then we're going to add on something else. Okay, we're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and out for 8. I'll do it with you. Ready? And breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. And breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fantastic. That's really, really good. Let's add one more thing on. Okay, this time we're going to breathe in for 4. We're going to hold for 4, but we're going to make a buzzing sound, bzzz, for 8. Now, we've done quite a few buzzing sounds over the last few weeks, so if you've been joining us every week, fantastic. Let's make it a little bit harder. When we're talking about resonance, which I will talk about a lot on the course, on the voice course, that's making the sound vibrate through different parts of our body. For the bzzz, bzzz, I would like you to press your tongue to the top of your mouth, bzzz, and really try and get the resonance, the sound, to come out of the back of your mouth, here. Rather than bzzz, here, try and push it back and get it here. In for 4, hold for 4, bzzz, but push that buzz right back and really push that resonance in there. Imagine the sound moving back and resonating from back here. And you can do that by pushing the tongue to your top of your mouth. Brilliant. You're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, buzz for 8. Ready? And breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Tense. 2, 3, 4. And bzzz. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Brilliant. That's our first step to really strengthening the muscles that we need. Okay, brilliant. We're going to move on to our main topic today. We've warmed up our breathing. We're not going to use our voices too much today, so I've not warmed up the specific parts of our voice. We've warmed up our body. I hope we've got some kind of blood pumping. We're going to move on to the main part of our session today, which is status and power. So in performing arts, and this is just how we approach it and how we look at it through the medium of theatre. We look at status as to represent the status of someone's situation in life, but also the power that they hold. So how powerful they are. So a high person's status, as an example, the highest status would be somebody like a superhero, somebody that's got a lot of power and a lot of control over things. Might be a politician. People might say the Queen. I don't know. We can argue about this, but basically it's someone that's really powerful. And then the lowest status might be someone that is completely powerless. And we could again argue about who those types of people are, but it would be someone with a really, really low power. For today, because I think that this is a great way to talk about it in the terms of performing arts, but also in the terms of life, we're going to talk about this in the terms of confidence. Because generally people that have a lot of confidence tend to feel that they have a lot of power over a situation, and people that have low confidence, or in some situations that feel that they have low confidence, they tend to feel like they've got a lower status and a lower amount of power. I'm sure you will all know this. There are times in your life where you feel like your confidence is really, really low, and you feel that, you know, even stepping into the room, kind of, you don't feel like you've got any control or power over that. That's the terms I'm going to look at today. And thinking about that 1 to 10 that we practiced earlier, 1 being low as you possibly could be, and 10 being high as you possibly could be. Okay? This will all make sense in a minute when I explain the exercise. Okay, let's do the exercise, and I want to talk a little bit more about why it's important. So the exercise is called Open the Door. All right? And all you're going to do is open the door and walk into the room. That's all it's going to take. I just want you to open the door and walk into the room. But I'm going to give you a specific room to open the door and walk into. And you're going to act like you are doing that. An example, the first one we're going to do is a doctor's appointment. All right? You're going to open the door and walk into a doctor's appointment. And for the purpose of today, and maybe you feel a bit, you're not sure about talking to it. Okay? I'm not going to go into what that could be. You guys know, think embarrassing bodies. But you're going to walk into that doctor's appointment after 3, and you're going to imagine that you're walking in. And I want you to think about, what number status do you think you'd be? What number on that power and confidence scale do you think you'd be? So we're going to open the door. 3, 2, 1. Open the door and step in and act like we are walking into that doctor's appointment. Ready? Get your door. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. What status do we think we were? If you are watching now, comment below if you've got accessibility. What status do you think the doctor's appointment was? I'll do it again. Let's try it again. Let's try it one more time. Open the door, doctor's appointment. 3, 2, 1. What do we think? It's definitely low. Do we think below 5? I think below 5. I'm thinking like a 3, maybe even a 2. When I walk into a doctor's surgery, I literally don't even come through the door. I'm like, ah. I don't know why, but I just don't feel like I'm at my most confident self. I certainly don't walk in like this. Hello, doctor, see me now. So I think that would definitely be a low one. Let's try a high one. Okay, so your next one, you're going to open the door and walk into the room. This room is your house, and you have just come home with a takeaway. All right? So you're going to open the door. You are going to walk into your house with that takeaway. All right? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Yes. Look at this takeaway. It's here. Yes. Do we think that's high or low status? Lots of power or no power at all? Confident or not confident? I've just added it's the perfect takeaway as well. For us, when our local Chinese takeaway opened back up through lockdown, the day that we walked in like this, we were like champions, football champions. Yes! Let's try it one more time. We're going to open the door. We have a takeaway. Highest ever. I agree. You're going to walk through. You've got your takeaway. You're starving, but it's all right. You've got it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good. The next one we're going to do. All right, let's go to the opposite of that. We are going to walk in. We're going to open the door and we're going to walk in. But it is a child that we are looking after, a young child sleeping in that room. Maybe it's taken us ages to get it to go to sleep, get them to go to sleep. Maybe we're just checking that they're asleep. All right, so we're just going to go in and check that the baby's asleep. We're going to open the door and check that the baby's asleep. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, relax. What do we think? Are we powerful in that situation? Are we confident in that situation? Have we got a high status? I don't think so. I think it's low. Well, I think one of the things that we talk about is in a situation where there's two of you, in this case, the baby and you, there is always one person that has more power than you or less power than you. The status is sometimes between the relationship of two people. And the next one I'm going to do, you'll understand that a little bit more. But in this situation, the baby has all the power in the world. If they wake up and cry, you are done, aren't you? So they have the most amount of power. And maybe in the doctor's appointment, they have power as well. So they have the highest status. Okay, so this one is going to be an interview. Now, how you feel and how you represent yourself are going to be two separate things in this case. However, you're going to have an inner power or status. Now, some people walk into the interview, da-da, this is me, look at me, I'm claiming confidence. And some people, a bit more professional, and some people, a bit more nervous. So for this one, I want you to think about what you would be, opening that door, walking into that interview. And perhaps how much power, confidence, or what your status would be. Let's say it's an interview you've prepared quite a bit for. Not loads, but quite a bit. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I find it really difficult because I'm seeing myself on the screen and seeing my silly faces that I pull. I'm going to try it again. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I'll sit down. Okay, good. So just before we finish up, yeah, it's 20 past. Just before we finish up, it's really important that you recognise that in every situation, there is power and status. So in the situation of an interview, the interviewer, the person interviewing, has the power, has the status, has the information that we need, and has the power to give us the job or not give us the job. So they are the most powerful one in that situation. However, due to the fact that you need the job, you're going to walk in and try to express some sort of power and confidence yourself. So you have to kind of not put on a front. I don't really like that term, but you have to like build yourself up ready for that. And you have to recognize that sometimes you have to do that because confidence, power, and status is ever fleeting and ever moving. You'll know this from when you're having an argument with your partner, whoever you're in a relationship with, or a friend, when you think you're right and you're doing this, I know I'm right. This person is born in 1965. I know I'm right. And they check it and it turns out you're wrong. I know I goes to, oh, I weren't sure anyway. You know that power and status is always fleeting. But it's really important to recognize that sometimes you can control it. And back to what we were talking about last week about our body language, that can be a great way to try and control our power. If we walk into the interview, hello, I'm confident, even if inside I'm going, ah, hello, I'm confident, my name's Natasha, nice to meet you. Or if we walk into the interview, hello, my name's Tasha, which is what you all really want to do, isn't it? That's powerful. And gaining control of that is a really great way to gain control of your own confidence, but understand other people's status and power in situation, because understanding is the first step to change. Okay? I'm going to finish it here. As I said, I've got a couple more weeks of these free ones. I really appreciate everyone taking the time to come and watch this, especially if you're taking part. I really, really appreciate that. So join us back at 7 p.m. next week, where I will be focusing on physical theatre, so telling stories with your body. Okay? We'll be doing a little bit of movement and moving around, but we'll also be focusing on specifically telling stories with your body. And this is going to help people that are actors, but also help people that aren't, because it's really important to understand that every movement that you make, you can tell a story. Thank you very much for watching. For more information, check the down bars below, and please sign up to our voice course. It'd be lovely to have you all there. Thanks a lot. Now I've got to sign off of all three at the same time. Thanks a lot. Bye.